Yesterday on CNN, here's what happens. And it gets fiery fairly quickly, and they lost control of the entire show. But this thing here is the top trending story right now on Twitter. Go ahead, Rob.
If you don't want to be called Nazis, stop doing.
You're called an anti-Semite. You've been called an anti-Semite more than anyone else at this table.
Yeah.
And people would sit there and no, by me. I never called you an anti-Semite. Okay. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying
I'm a supporter of the Palestinians. So I'm used to it.
Yeah. I hope your beeper doesn't go off. The thing is that
you just say I should die.
You should not.
No,
did you just say I should be killed?
No, I did not say that. No, I did not say that.
Hold on.
Did your guest just say I should be killed? On live TV.
I said I hope you
don't. Guys, let me just stop.
You said you hope my beeper doesn't go off.
Because you said I'm a supporter
of the Palestinians.
Hamas.
Guys, let me
stop.
Palestinians. Are you?
Am I what? No, of course I'm not.
I apologize.
Are you a racist, violent person inciting violence against
Ryan,
That's
disgusting. That is completely.
I apologize.
Good job, CNN. Let's have first block say the Muslim guy should be blown up on TV.
Don't say then I apologize. You literally.
I thought you said Hamas.
You didn't think I said Hamas. I said I supported Palestinian rights.
Yes, I did.
Why? Because when you hear
What's funny is Rudy Giuliani said this yesterday, so you're a great guest to be here to defend Rudy Giuliani.
I wasn't going to entertain nonsense today, and so at this point,
this is what we're in now. This is America. In 2024.
Here's what I will say.
Forget the racism.
That's right.
It's I should die.
I didn't say that. You said
die. What does beeper mean? Don't give me your fake ignorance.
I did not say you should die.
Why did you say with my beeper go?
What did you mean?
What did you mean by the beeper?
I said
you can
what
pause.
did you mean by the beeper?
Okay. So, Adam, thoughts on this?
Well, here's another joke, parody, sarcasm that gets taken way too literally, just like the Puerto Rico garbage situation. Look, hope your beeper doesn't go off. So you want to kill me, right? I can understand why you're making that connection. I just thought he was being funny and quick and just trying to mess around and antagonize the guy a little bit. But ironically, I love this conversation. Why? Because these are the types of conversations that you can't literally have in most countries that support Hamas, Hezbollah, these types of regimes. So at least the beauty of America, knock on wood, we still have free speech where you can get on mainstream media and advocate your side, even if you're supporting terrorists, whatever it is, and state your case. I think this is the beauty of America, that it doesn't exist in that part of the world.
Beauty, but the guy on the left, I honestly
Mehdi Hasan.
Mehdi Hasan, is he, when he's saying he's pro-Palestine, but is he like pro-Israel to the sea, all that chanting? Is that where he's at?
I can't speak for him, but I'm assuming he's used the phrase "from the river to the sea."
Okay. Well, what he was saying was, he goes, "Well, I'm supporting the Palestinian people." Him saying, "Well, did your beeper go off?" Is basically saying, "Well, if you're that, then Israel's coming after you." That has nothing to do with him threatening his life. But these are the type of panels where it's 6-on-1. I wouldn't even go on this type of panel, but it's just a shouting.
Here's how I see this. That was a sarcastic, offhand comment that wasn't in perfectly good taste. But you know what? They loved it. They loved it because it allows them to be outraged, to be offended, to respond. Because when they don't have substance and we don't have positions that will stand up to the light of day and the bright light of scrutiny, then they need to be outraged. They love that comment because it lets them say all the things that they want to say.
Yeah. By the way, talking about outrage, I'd like to see the Yankees being a little bit of outrage, and I'll get into that here in a minute. But Rob,
or just energetic.
So check this out. CNN bans conservative. That guy's a conservative. Okay. CNN bans conservative guests for telling Muslim journalists, "I hope your beeper doesn't go off." Ryan Girdusky clashed with British American. By the way, I don't know. Can you pull up who Ryan is? I'm sure he's a nice guy. Ryan. Let's see who Ryan is.
When they got to cancel somebody, they're so excited.
He's a conservative, like it matters.
Ryan with multiple publications. Rob, go back to where you were at. Yeah,
they're not listening. It was a book that he wrote?
The Conservative magazine. Okay. Yeah, so he's a conservative Daily Caller. He's written for different places. So, okay, that guy's banned to say, "I hope your beeper doesn't go off." Is anybody banned for claiming that the event that took place at MSG, that the folks that were at that event were Nazis, and there isn't a clear comparison you made then that? Should you be banned? Should MSNBC ban? Should any of that stuff happen to you? I mean, even this actress here, go back to that Twitter, that you know who this, can you go to the full tweet, Rob, if you can go back?
I remember her from back in the
She
day.
was in that
Ellen
one
Markin.
movie called Switch.
Yes.
Which I don't even know if anybody remembers that movie.
Yeah, I do.
Hollywood actress Ellen Barkin sparks outrage for wishing the owner of Madison Square Garden and his Jewish business partners the same pain as Jews in the Holocaust. What is the matter with you?
Are you serious?
Madison Square was owned by James Dolan, a major supporter of Nazi Trump. His accomplice is one Irving Azov, a Jew, a Shonda for the Goyim, if ever one lived. May they suffer.
Shonda means shame.
Goyim is a slang for all the rest of us, correct?
May they suffer the
non-Jew.
pain of all who suffered at the hands of the Nazi regime.
This is so disgusting.
No, yeah, and
So ridiculously disgusting.
can she get for a question? A major supporter of Nazi Trump. How is that not defamation? Like you're saying he's a Nazi.
See, this is the point. It's a one-way street, and they need the smallest thing to claim offense, to run down and to cancel somebody. It's a one-way street. The hypocrisy is so thick. It's shocking. It's not shocking.
By the way,
it's a Monday.
Should that guy get fired? Should that guy never be on CNN again?
No way. And by the way, him being off CNN deprives dozens of Americans of potentially accidentally seeing him.
This is what we discussed with Dennis Prager yesterday, is that words have lost all meaning. So because Bill Dolan, James Dolan,
Jimmy D,
the owner of the Madison Square Garden New York Knicks, is Jewish. He invites Trump to have a Nazi. So the only similarity between 1939 and this event that just happened on October 28th, 2024, is that it occurred at Madison Square Garden. That's it.
Let me ask this, though. Is the comment he made a disrespectful comment? Like, should that comment not have been made?
it was sarcastic.
Not unless Mehdi Hasan had a beeper on him.
That's what I'm saying. He basically said, "Well, I hope you don't have it." Like it's being sarcastic, but no. But you know what? And Tom, you nailed it. He shouldn't be
sarcastic offhand, a little bad taste, but
Yeah.
bad taste maybe on a 1 to 10, like a 4 or 5. And how many sarcastic snide comments have been made to about each other?
By the way,
right?
didn't Mehdi Hasan get fired from MSNBC? He claims he walked away, but didn't he get fired? I heard some
probably
stories
did.
that he got fired, but he walked away. That they say he walked away. What's the story here? AP News
Quits.
Okay, you know, decided to quit rather than accept the demotion.
What do you do?
I mean, that's what it is. They were giving him a demotion. He decided to walk away and quit. That's getting fired. Hasan announced at the end of Sunday that I've decided to look for a new challenge. This is my final episode of Mehdi Hasan Show. Okay, so Mehdi in real life got fired. The other fellow was removed from CNN. Either way, I'm going to tell you guys, and maybe this isn't even popular for me to say here, it's probably not a comment to make. I don't know if that's like if my son was that guy and he's 28 years old and he calls me, if he doesn't ask me for my opinion, I'm not going to tell him anything. It says, "Hey, Dad, what do you think? Think I went a little bit too much?" I'm like, "I don't know, bro. You can probably make your argument in a better way than saying something like that." That's probably crossed the line a little bit, bro. You know, if you want to say that off camera and you're joking, like locker room talk that sometimes nobody does that. No, I walk on water. Okay, you know something? But on camera, in front of a setting, on CNN territory like that, unless if you know you ain't never going to come back, great. But there's better ways to give your message, because he probably was making a good point. All the credibility in that argument was lost by saying that. Messaging matters. Words matter. Bad timing of what he was trying to use when he used a reference of Pedro.
To kind of put a ribbon on this thing, what he was actually referencing was what happened to Hezbollah and the Hezbollah leadership and the top brass there, not necessarily what happened in Gaza. So it's sort of conflating two different things. But I don't know if you saw today, they announced that they replaced the Hezbollah former leader with a new leader. Nasrallah is now being replaced with Naim Qassem.
Poor guy. He's got 2 days left
he's
to
got
live.
2 days
Exactly
left.
right.
He's probably gone right now.
And he's been promoted to field general.
There he is, but you know, it's
Have a very short career.
Israel's playing a lot of
May
DJ
he rest
Khaled.
in peace.
Another one. Yeah,
Could
exactly.
you imagine that? Like, hey, guess what? You're
Welcome
promoted.
to the-
Like, I
welcome
don't-
to the company.
I don't
Can we look
want
into
it.
his eyes, Rob? Roll it up a little bit. I'm going to look into his eyes. He doesn't look certain. He doesn't look happy. He doesn't look unhappy. Yeah.
But my resume was very good.
We're going to see where it's going to go. I do know there is a very soon video coming out about what happens when you die and go to heaven with the 72.
saw
and
72 virgins.
I mean, it's just. But
crazy.
anyways, I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to let the market react
Stay
to it.
tuned.
So that is officially where we are right now with how we feel things are going to end up. Okay, key toss-ups in Nevada. Michigan, Wisconsin that could make it even higher. But as of right now, on vtnews.ai, you will see us being at 281 to 228. Here's what I want you to do. Go to vtnews.ai, Rob. If we go look at vtnews.ai, if you go to vtnews.ai, go to the right and type an election right there. Yes, 6 days left. Guys, go do your calculation. If you go to the bottom, Rob, and click on anything to show them how they feel like the numbers that can change, go a little lower, Rob, so we can see the numbers changing. No, Rob, the other, yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Zoom in a little so I can see the numbers.
Do Georgia and Arizona.
If you do Georgia and Arizona, all the way red, yeah. So you'll see how the numbers are changing at the top.
In Pennsylvania?
Yeah, guys, for some of you that are messing with this, it's down 281, right? So this thing can be done fairly early. I don't think Arizona's going to go that early, Tom. I think Arizona's going to be, they've already said they need 10 to 12 days of counting, right? They've already said that. Go ahead, Tom. You look like you want to say something.
Yeah, it's polls close at 7 p.m. Eastern, and 2 to 3 hours later, we're going to see Georgia, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania numbers, and it could be wrapping up.
Yeah, it could be done fairly quickly. But, this is, a lot of people are using this tool. We've never had this much traffic on vtnews.ai. Guys, go subscribe to vtnews.ai. Use the AI portion of it, the machine learning side of it. Ask any of the questions. The one that I like to go to is the top 5 events for the day, but that's vtnews.ai. Go subscribe to vtnews.ai. There's a ton of features that are coming up here. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.